It's time to become the best version of yourself and help others do the same. It's Monday morning and we're talking success.
What's going on, Soul family? Jordan Peterson coming at you live here from beautiful Pleasant Grove, Utah. Fall is in the air. The weather's starting to cool just a little bit. The mountains are beautiful right now. It's a great time to be in Utah, and I hope it's fantastic wherever you are at as well. Hope you had a great weekend. It's been a while since I've seen you, since last week was Labor Day. I hope you guys had a great weekend there as well with having a day off from everything else. So I hope everything's going well for you today. Today is September 11th. And the best part about today is you guys should be getting all those wonderful monthly commissions hitting your bank accounts today if they haven't already, since they were paid out on Friday. And that's always a good thing to see, because it always lets us know that things are going well and it's going to be able to pay the bills and do all that good stuff. It looks like we got a great group with us on this morning out in YouTube world. When you see me look this way, it's because I'm looking at the screen that shows all of your comments. Looks like we got a good group on with us. And make sure you chime in. Let us know what you're doing, where you're at, or what you're up to, so we can make sure that your name is put into our bucket of fun to see if we can get you guys some free swag today sent out to you. So, man, it looks like we got good things going on. All right, but what are we going to win? It's always a question. You always see this when you come on. You think that this is something I'm going to give away, but that is incorrect, because it is mine. And this just reminds you that Cinemate is fantastic, and you should start every day off with a fantastic glass or tumbler or mug, or however you want to take your Cinemate, hot or cold or any other way. This is my favorite way to do it. So I bring it with me. Now today we're going to give away 3 things today. And all 3, you guys, are going to be mysteries for you, because everybody loves winning something. And they love it when they're not really sure what it is. Anticipation is almost as good as anything else, right? So we got 3 different mystery bags going on today. These nice canvas, your body, your mind, your life bags. They got some good stuff in there. I've been feeling around, seeing what we got. And you guys, Kristen, as always, is taking care of you guys. So good stuff there today. Also, if you haven't already looked at the new website, my gosh, did our team do a great job putting that together. There's still some more things coming down the pike, and I think you're going to love it as well. So just keep looking for that as well. Sound good? Now, for the last few weeks, since we missed last Monday with it being a holiday, we wanted to make sure we recognized everybody with the rock and roll. And so we took it for the last 2 weeks to recognize our top 10 rock and rollers for today. And here we go. Number 10 comes in at Lourdes Lira. We've got Mae Flores coming in at 9. At 8, we got Laura Magana. At 7, Pedro Rivera Soto. We've got Ana Iteran at 6. Coming in at our top 5, we got Delia Perez. We've got Reina Picasso coming in at 4. Number 3, Asberi Figueroa. Number 2, Jenny Gonzalez. And number 1 has Crystal Guzman coming in to round out our top 10. Guys, so good. So many good things coming with you guys inviting new people into the Soul family to be a part of all the goodness that we have. By way of just announcement and interest, the average enrollment order for the past 2 weeks was $271.02. $271.02. That's based off of all the enrollment orders we had come in for the past couple weeks. So it's good stuff there. And it's just good to see, because those packages are so instrumental. As you take a lot of the product, you notice a lot of health benefits from it. And so as you stay consistent with it, good things happen. With our fantastic subscription discount, man, really tough to beat, up to 25%. It really makes the products affordable for anybody. So good stuff going on there. You guys, we are just a few months away now from Costa Rica. Today's weather, as we do our little check-in. Our low today was 80. The high is going to be 86. 6-degree difference between our low and high, which is so fantastic. Today, right now, it's 83 degrees. But it's a little bit different. As we start getting closer to the time we're going to go out there, we'll notice that we're switching over from the rainy season to the dry season. An example of that today is there's less than a 50% chance of rain today, but there is rain going to be going on for the rest of the week. So today's just partly cloudy where we're going. So you're going to start seeing that switch just a little bit as we get closer to going. And man, it's just, I'm excited for the rain to be happening now because it makes everything so green and beautiful. So when we get down there, it's just going to be so fantastic. As a little bit of an interesting fact about Costa Rica. Costa Rica is the second largest exporter of bananas behind the country of Ecuador. Another big thing that they export is the coffee bean. And when you go down there, they have tons of different products with coffee. They have these old chocolates with coffee beans inside of them. You can just have plain coffee beans. They got coffee flavored this and that and all other things. Most coffee, though, it's interesting because they've been able to keep coffee to kind of small, individual, personalized farms. They say they're about 5 hectares, where if you figure that out with acres, because that's what we use here, it's about 10 to 12 acres. It's the average size of the coffee farm down there. Each coffee bean has to be hand-picked. And so they have a lot of these individual farms that grow this coffee, and then they have a co-op or a cooperative that they can take all the coffee beans to use the tools and whatever else to process them. And then they're able to get them out to everybody else and around the world. To keep the high quality of their coffee, there was a law prohibiting the Robusta bean, which I am not a coffee drinker, so I don't know a ton about this stuff, but I guess it's a lower quality, inferior bean. And so they said, hey, that is not how we are going to represent ourselves, so we are not even going to let you grow it here in Costa Rica. They wanted to have everybody grow the premium Arabica or Arabica bean. And so that's mostly what you're seeing down there today, is that higher quality, better premium coffee bean. And so kind of a cool deal. When you're down there, like I said, you're going to see a ton of stuff made from coffee, and they even put some chocolate on them, and you can eat them like a snack. So good stuff going on there. All right. Now today's product spotlight. It was so interesting. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were talking about how most of us in America do not get enough fiber in our diets. And then they went on to say that if you ever find natural sugars in the environment, it is always surrounded or comes with fiber naturally. And I started thinking about that. I'm like, well, sure, like if you eat an apple, what's on the outside of the apple? An apple peel. And what is the apple peel? Basically just fiber. If you eat an orange, what's going on? You peel the orange peel off of it, but then what's inside of it? All that white stuff that keeps the apple slices or the orange slices together. Fiber, right? A banana, when you eat a banana, they have those stringy things inside the banana as well. That's fiber. Potatoes come with a potato peel. Sugar cane comes with all the gristle and the stuff inside of there as well. Nature is trying to teach us something. And it says, hey, if you're going to be eating sugar, that's fine, but have some fiber with it, because fiber helps to balance your blood sugar and help to get things moving, right? And so today's product spotlight is none other than our Good Vibrations. I'll put it right there so you can see it. Guys, most of us aren't getting enough fiber in our diets. It's just a fact. This is such an easy way to do it. And there's so many wonderful benefits of fiber. We're going to talk about some of them right now. First off, nature's broom is what people call fiber, because it helps to sweep everything out. We know we've got insoluble fiber and soluble fiber. We'll talk a little bit more detail about that right now. But the first wonderful benefit of fiber is it helps promote digestive health, right? Both soluble and insoluble fiber contribute to the smooth functioning of the gastrointestinal tract. Soluble fiber absorbs water and forms a gel-like substance. If you've had our Good Vibrations, you know that if you pour water in it and let it sit for a little bit, it starts getting really gelatinous. It kind of gets that gelatin feel to it, right? That helps to soften stools and prevents constipation, which is awesome. On the other hand, insoluble fiber adds bulk to the stool, aiding regular bowel movements and preventing issues such as hemorrhoids and diverticulitis. It's a tough word to say. Here's the thing. We should, if we're eating 3 meals a day, we got to get things out of us. It's called waste for a reason. Let's make sure our bowels are functioning properly and we're getting things out of us that don't need to be inside of us. It smells, it's stinky, it's nasty. Why would you want to keep that inside of you? Let's get it moving. Good Vibrations does that, right? Fiber helps to keep everything moving. As we said, it's a nature's broom. Think what a broom sweeps up, all the dust and gunk that you don't want in your house, and you take it out. That's what fiber does for us. It also is known to help manage weight and promote weight loss. Why is that? Fiber-rich foods are your best friend because they tend to be more filling and take longer to digest, meaning what? It reduces your hunger craving. It helps you feel full, right? So you're not going to be snacking as much. It also helps to promote stable blood sugar levels, preventing spikes and crashes that can lead to overeating. You think of that, your blood sugar starts to drop. So what does your body tell you to do? Go eat more sugar, right? So next thing you know, you're chowing down on candy bars or whatever else you find lying around the house. And you are so confused how you're eating these nice, healthy, sensible meals, but you're over snacking and it's hard to keep the weight managed, right? So fiber helps with that as well. It also supports heart health. Maintaining a healthy heart is crucial for overall well-being. That's almost funny that they have to say that, right? Can you imagine if they're like, oh, the heart health has nothing to do with your overall health? Really? It's the thing that keeps you alive, right? Fiber can play a significant role in achieving this and keeping your heart healthy. Studies have shown that a diet rich in fiber can lower cholesterol levels, particularly LDL or the bad cholesterol. Soluble fiber binds to cholesterol in the digestive system, preventing it from being absorbed in the bloodstream. By reducing LDL cholesterol levels, fiber helps prevent the buildup of plaque in the arteries, reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke, right? That's why on a lot of these cereals that you'll see, Cheerios and oatmeal and everything, they say they're heart healthy. It's just because they have fiber in them, right? They just help to lower cholesterol and keep things managed that way, right? It also helps to regulate blood sugar levels, as we mentioned before. Soluble fiber slows down the absorption of sugar in the bloodstream, preventing sudden spikes. By regulating blood sugar levels, fiber helps manage diabetes and reduce the risk of developing the condition. So it's such a great way to do that as well. And last but not least, it aids in disease prevention. It says a diet high in fiber has been associated with lower risk of various chronic diseases. Fiber-rich foods are often packed with antioxidants and other beneficial compounds that help protect cells from damage and support overall immune function. That's a key thing there as well, right? Let's keep things moving so we can keep ourselves healthy, healthy, healthy. So where do we find it? Well, guys, if you eat plants as the good Lord intended and you leave the fiber on them, you're going to be in a great spot. A lot of beans have it, vegetables, whole grains, nuts. All these things have great amounts of fiber, but for most of us, we don't like them, right? Instead of the brown rice, we like the white rice. Instead of eating our fruits and veggies, we like to drink our fruits and veggies. So get some good vibrations in your system. Let it do the work for you to clean you out and make sure you're feeling healthy. They say if you're not having at least 2 bowel movements a day, something's probably not functioning as high as it should. It's called waste for a reason. Get it out of you. Good vibrations will help with that. And it tastes good. Guys, it tastes good. And it's not full of sugar like a lot of those other ones out there. There's a ton that you can get. Most are full of sugar or artificial sugars that are just terrible for you. This is the way to go. Ginger pear is the way to do it. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried it, you got to get in it, right? Terry says, I love good vibrations with Infatuate and Avant Greens every morning. Yum. Tiffany says, I love that Good Vibrations contains holy basil to help support cognitive function. Absolutely, Tiffany. That's the cool thing about everything we got going here at Soul, right? We take a truly holistic approach to it. So everything we have should help the mind and the body, which is good. Although I'll tell you, if you're not regular and you're not feeling good, it can cloud up your mind as well and not make you think clearly as well. So it's such a good thing, right? Diane says, I like it best mixed into applesauce. Then I drink 8 to 10 ounces of water, which is fantastic as well. That's a key thing, is make sure you get enough water in you too, because if you take a lot of fiber, as we mentioned, helps to bulk up and it soaks up some of that stuff in there, makes like a gelatinous thing to help clean everything out. Well, if you're not drinking enough water, it can kind of plug you up a little bit. So make sure you are drinking water with it. It's going to be good. Erica says, yep, God put sugar and fiber together. Absolutely, right? Rebecca, says her husband's favorite product is Good Vibrations. Keeps you moving, I'm telling you, right? Good stuff. Dolores says it grabs cholesterol before it gets into your blood. Absolutely. Eric likes to mix it with her cinnamate, which is so good, she says. So that's so good. I love what we're seeing there. So helps to clean you out. Yep, good stuff. Nothing else out there compares, Tamara Cole says. And we would agree. That's why we came out with it. If there was already something out there that people were using, why would we come out with something, right? Let's give them something better. And that's what we got. We got a great testimonial as well. We wanted to make sure you guys were aware of. And that testimonial says this: Soul Naturals have helped me in so many ways. I no longer need a cup of coffee to wake up or a glass of wine to fall asleep. I worry less and accomplish more. My hair and nails are stronger and longer, and my hormones are now in balance. I am happier and healthier because of making these small changes. And that is what we love to see about Soul. Soul is not a fix-it company. And you guys are not out there just to fix people, right? We are there to connect people. Soul is a connection company. And as we connect with people, we'll be able to put them in a spot where they're going to be able to help themselves first and foremost. And secondly, just have the tools to continue to move forward in their lives. And so that's a key thing that we want to focus on. In fact, there's a quote by Tom Ford, and he says, the most important things in life are the connections you make with others. And that's really what we're out there to do. Now, I recognize summer can be a little bit slow for you guys and your organizations. There's so many things going on with vacations and people connecting with other family members and doing all these things. And sometimes it can be a little frustrating because you want them to continue to grow and try to invite more people into the Soul family and do all those wonderful things. But man, it just can feel like it's a little bit tricky during the summer. Well, the good news is in the past 11 years that we've been here, we always see an uptick in your guys' abilities to help others as school gets back in session. So once school starts, September, October, November roll around, and we see some great growth from pretty much every aspect of the business, which helps you guys, right? That's what you're hoping to be able to do, is become financially independent, continue to help others. And man, we're right in that spot. So now is a great time to connect with others. Why is that? Well, for a lot of people, their time is a little bit more free because the kids are back in school. They have some time during the day. But you may also see that their stress levels have gone up a little bit. Now they're trying to manage kids' homework and schedules and all the other things that are going on, right? As soon as they come home from school, it is like go time around my house. With 6 kids in school right now, I'll tell you what, managing homework and piano lessons and the different activities they're doing, it can get crazy from about 3:30 until bedtime. But my wife now, we have all kids in school, so she has some downtime between about 9 a.m. to 3:30. And I think there's a lot of people out there that can fit into that category. The thing is this, as we're trying to connect with these people, we need to make sure that we're really connecting in a way that lets them know we care about them. We've become kind of such an interesting culture where we don't really connect with people. We try to pretend to. We ask people how they're doing, but not really expecting an answer or expecting anything on the outside of that. And it shows in the answers that we give, right? How's it going? Good. Okay. And then you walk off. They know you're not really trying to connect to them, so they're not giving you an answer that's even connectable with, right? So here's the thing. When we think of ourselves as a connection company, we think of your job as an opportunity to connect with others. How do we do that? And I'll tell you what, there's a ton of things out there. You can read all sorts of books and everything on that. I'm just going to give you one tip, okay? And it's this: follow up a question with another question, just to show people that you are interested in actually hearing about what's going on. So let me give you an example, right? We ask them, how's it going? They say, good. We could follow that up with another question. What type of question? You can ask them all sort of thing. Why is it so good today, right? Man, how easy was that? And all of a sudden they'll be like, wait, what? What'd you just say? You want to actually know what's going on? I thought you were just trying to say that because you're just trying to be cordial. But you really want to hear how's it going, right? Another one. What do you do for work? Oh, I'm in business. What's a good follow-up question to that? Oh, what made you choose that? What got you going in that line of work? Why did you decide to go into that? Now they take a step back and they're like, oh, you actually want to hear this? I thought you were just asking, right? Where are you from? That's another one, right? We meet people. Hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Iowa. Oh, cool. What's your favorite thing about your hometown back there? Hey, if I was going to go to Iowa, what was like one thing I shouldn't miss, right? And all of a sudden they're like, oh, you're listening? Oh, well, let's chat for a second. Oh, you want to connect? Let's connect, right? And that's such a key thing. So that's what we're seeing. I would absolutely learn that skill and practice that skill with others. You can do it with, the cool thing about this, here it is. You can do it with everybody, and they don't even know you're practicing to become a better connector, right? You can do it with your kids. How was school today? Good. Well, what made it so good? Hubby, how was work today? Good. Like, you see everybody, they just give you one-word answers, right? You can follow up with anything. As Erica says on here, tell me more about that, right? Good. Well, tell me more about that. That's an easy one because that can be used for anything in any scenario, right? So I think that's a great thing that you guys can do. Again, remember, we're not a fix-it company, we're a connection company. And as you continue to look for that, you're going to be able to put yourself in great spots. There's a quote here by Phil Stamper that I felt was super appropriate. It says, "Don't aim to fix people. Fixing seems so permanent, so absolute, like there's no room for error. Aim to make things better." Aim to make things better. And that's what we're seeing here in Soul, because we have the tools and the opportunity and the social network to make people's lives better, right? From wherever they're at, regardless of where they're at. And as you do that, you realize there's so many people out there. Like we could never run out of people to add to Soul, because we're just trying to make people's lives better, right? And the way you guys live your lives, the way you help people, the way you connect is going to be key to that, right? So there's so many things going on, right? Tiffany says, "I never ask how was. I start with a compliment first to let people know I see them for who they are." I love that. That's a great way to do it as well, right? Erica says, "Yes, drive your spouses crazy, practicing connecting." All of that. I'm sure your spouses would love that, right? Good stuff, guys. All right. So that's your challenge this week. Learn to connect, learn to do some great follow-up questions, see what happens. Let's get you guys going now. It is time to wrap this thing up and get you on with your week. We've got our 3 fantastic mystery pouches. That one has something big in it because it goes clear up to there. Who's feeling lucky? We're going to start left to right as you can see it. And we are going to make sure you guys are taken care of. Here we go. I'm going to still leave this right here though, because by golly, not only is it a great mug, but it's a great drink. So we're going to put that right there for you. And here we go. Who's feeling lucky? Maria says, "Aim to make things better." So many people need to hear that. Can't fix people. Yeah, and the reality is most people don't want to be fixed, and most people want to be told they're broken, right? So just make their lives better. And that's what you can do in just little ways. And it seems so less intimidating. We're just trying to make people better. Here we go. Tammy needs a mystery pouch. Diane's crossing her fingers. We got Erica wanting something as well. And the first winner is Corinne Lott. Corinne Lott up in Idaho. You've got yourself a mystery bag. Here we go. Next up, Colleen's wanting one too. Maria's feeling lucky. And the winner is Terry Sanders. Terry Sanders, you've got yourself a mystery pouch as well. And last but not least, here we go. We're still feeling lucky. You can hear me mixing them up. I'm not peeking. Pulling this thing out, and the winner is Lillian Rodriguez. Lillian Rodriguez, you've got yourself the 3rd and final mystery pouch. Man, you got something good in there, I'm telling you. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. It's so good to be back with you. We will absolutely do it again next week. As always, keep sharing soul. Sure love you, and we'll see you again soon.